Wondering how to get help for our elderly and our disabled while keeping the independence and also trying to be at home is a key problem that a lot of people have, especially when it comes to taking care of the people. Families worry about finding care for the elderly and the trust that they need to sort of hand over their elderly to anybody. And that's where we as an agency come in. My name is Reggie Matthews, and I'm the CEO and owner of Right at Home Northern Westchester.
I'm Geeta Matthews. I am the president owner of Right at Home Norton Westchester.
So the query is, what is home care? Home care is basically getting help from an agency to provide in home care, having somebody come home to take care of the elderly and the disabled so that they can be independent and live at their homes at the same time. And that is what home care is all about. In its basic definition of what a home care is, what we call in home care. And one of the benefits, the services that one provides for home care is basically taking care of the elderly, personal care, companion care, especially in the twilight of their years, when somebody needs some kind of a companionship, somebody to sort of take care of them, listen to them. And a case in point is, we as an agency had a client who had brain cancer. He wanted, specifically me, since I was the one who did the assessment, come out and spend time with him. A man with great sense of humor. We sat out on the patio and just started talking about his life. And we found that just providing that presence of an aide or somebody to go into the house, sitting outside his patio and talking about his life provided the solace that he wanted. Sure enough, as time passed by, as he passed, his family was so thankful to us, saying, our client was so appreciative of the fact that there was somebody who could come in and sit with him and listen to his stories. And that provided a lot more help than all the medications and all the doctors that he had during his last term of his life.
We do medical reminders, we do meal preparation, light housekeeping, transfer, mobility, and transportation. We also provide specialized care.
One of the things is what we call all this under the definition of activities for daily living. What does the client need? From the time that he wakes up to the time that he goes to bed, go through that whole process. Somebody to help him shower, somebody to help him dress, somebody to sort of prepare his meals, reminding him to take his medications, and also keeping an eye on his daily status. Our aides are trained, to sort of keep an eye on the clients, such that if there's anything that is abnormal during the day, they will call our offices, and we have a full-time nurse on our staff who can then provide early intervention and say, okay, there is something that is amiss of our client, and then we can sort of step in and call the doctor or at least address the situation. A classic example again is most of our clients, I would say 60% of our clients have dementia, and they have little understanding of what their body is telling them. A normal person, if he's got some issues, he can say, I have a pain here, or I feel some kind of burning sensation, but that's not true when it comes to a patient with dementia. Our caregivers are trained to notice these changes in a client's status, and that really helps us to take appropriate steps earlier on so that you don't have to sort of do extensive digging around to find out what the client is going through. Over above the companion care that we're providing, the other benefits are, number one, a one-on-one care with the aide and the client. It's always one aide that takes care of one client. So there is a personalized care aspect of it. The second one is safety and peace of mind. Our aides are trained to sort of take care of them, especially fall risk. Making sure that the client has appropriate equipment and such. We have a full-time nurse on our staff. And again, one of the key aspects of having a nurse on staff is the nurse who's medically trained to take care of geriatric care needs is the fact that she can provide early intervention that helps to sort of discover or know what the client is going through. That helps on the next aspect of the longevity. A case in point, we had a client that was in the last part of his life. They had called us. We went in there, and then, having done an assessment, found out that he wasn't getting the appropriate meals, not taking his medication. The end result is he lived for 2 to 3 years, and having done that, he was able to sort of see his grandchildren's graduation and such. Of course, the other aspect, enhanced quality of life. I mean, having had, early intervention, providing medical reminders, nourished meals, it helped him all of a sudden get the vigor that he needed to sort of, go about life without being bedridden. Number 5, his reduced hospitalizations, readmissions. I mean, the fact that we, sort of make sure that when a client is discharged from the hospital, he comes home with the full suite of care. I mean, right from knowing what meals he needs for his nourishment, his medical reminders, and his medical needs is all taken care of. When he comes home, there is an aide that will help him with whatever he needs, is transferring from the bed to a wheelchair and such. And number 6 is a support for you and your family. A lot of clients are very hesitant to have one of the family members taking care of them, purely from the fact that they're embarrassed to sort of expose their needs to the family members. So having somebody with the appropriate training helping them is a big, big benefit. And that also helps the family to sort of having a peace of mind and saying, oh, I've got somebody who can take care of my loved ones who are trained and know exactly what needs to be done. And very often, we're working with clients who have multiple issues. I mean, bed sores and such like, and the family member does not know what is causing the client or the loved ones the pain or such discomfort. Our aides, having been trained, know exactly what the client is going through. So that is a key aspect of one of the issues of home care, is having somebody with the right qualifications, the passion and the compassion to help our clients. To know more about our services, please go to our website listed below.